it looks like I'm live. Since Elsa's having her sale this evening, it's like the middle of the night. It's around, oh, let's look. It's almost 3:30. Hey, what do you know? Okay. So since Elsa's doing her sale, her 54321 sale, I thought I would do a video for you guys. And because the sound just quit working, so I wanted to make sure that I could get in here, and we need to push that a little bit up. Let's see about, where am I going to put these images that I'm working on? It's going to be a bit messy. That's all I can say. I probably don't need these scissors right now. All right. Okay. So, we didn't get to the Rollatini portion during Tuesday's live because obviously the sound quit working. So, let me pull this down even just a little bit more, because this part is on the better. This part runs off the camera. So we'll try and work mostly in this area. So I already plucked out a couple of images while I was waiting for my computer to restart and all that. So I'm gonna do this. Which way did I want it? I wanted it to go. And then we'll work from there, because I like these two. They were speaking to me. Shoot. Oh no. Almost lost the glue lid. That would be a terrible thing, wouldn't it? So I'm just here talking to myself. And this will be posted at my regular time for a Wednesday night if I were to go live, before all this DoorDashing shenanigans happen. I would go live at 8 o'clock because that's after Rosemary's regular time. She comes on usually around 5 o'clock my time. And that's 6, 7, and 8 across the country. And then I would come on after her. But I am outdoor dashing if you are watching this on Wednesday. Who knows what I'm doing if you're watching it some other time. But thank you for watching. Hope you like the Rollatini. This is our Foodatini version. Now, this is actually just a collage roll, the original idea from Bonnie over at Bonnie and Clive. She has a lovely couple of videos about her Rollatinis, her collage rolls. She makes them entirely out of junk mail and stuff. She is a genuine junk journaler. I like to upcycle and reuse things, but I cannot honestly say that I am totally a 100%. It came in the mail. It's junk. It's my kids' old homework, because my children are all grown, so I don't have that. And the grandkids, obviously don't. Oh, I know why I might have wanted to put that under, because of the words. Nope, we're just going to go with it. Maybe we'll find a word to put over it or a smaller image. But I like this combination together. And then since we've got orange kind of tying it around here, we'll go with something else in the middle. So, you know what? I didn't put it in the description box, but since this is a video and I can edit it before anyone sees it, I will put in a link to Bonnie and Clive's original video that inspired me to start a collage roll. And I mostly use, I do magazine harvesting and book harvesting for collage work and glue books. And so I started using the leftovers of that. And I do get an occasional fast food bag that's not greasy or otherwise, food damaged. I do use a little bit of junk mail, i.e. stuff from flyers and whatnot, that I think will work. And I upcycle. So once I've harvested, now sometimes I will, like we're doing a Foodatini. So I specifically harvested 2 food magazines for this. But I typically, if I harvest magazines, I pull out the stuff that I won't necessarily use in a collage. Doesn't have any interest to me personally, isn't the type of thing that easily lends itself to collage. But I'll pull out stuff, and after I've taken what I wanted, perfectly serviceable pages, we're looking for something to fill the spot. up here out of some of the fun things we collected tonight. So we've got orangey things. Probably except for the bottom and taking off some of the sides. We'll use this. So maybe we'll put that. Let's start with that and see how we like that. If we don't like it, we'll move on to something else and save that for later. But let's see. Let's first of all, and I prefer torn edges. Now when Bonnie and Clive did this, she used straight edges and hers looked perfectly lovely. It's your personal preference. If you like torn edges, just do torn edges. If you don't care, use the straight edges. I'm going to leave a straight edge at the top because we have a definite top and bottom here. Now, Bonnie did not use a backer sheet, and this is just painter's masking paper. I did my very first one. I need to, this is screwing me up here. I need to take that out from there. It's, I think we're still okay. And I'm trying to stay out of the light. It is the middle of the night. That light behind me is the only light coming. And we missed a little bit here, but that's okay. So I think maybe I want to tear it up just a smidge. Tear a little bit more off the bottom here. I don't want to cover up all of that lovely cake, you know. So let's see how that works. And then we'll just have a nice big piece there, right? I think that will do. And then we'll cover up mostly those words there, and then I won't be worried about it. And we're just going to live with, it's a tomato ad, so we're just going to live with that. If I don't like it later, we can put other pictures on here, or we can find some food-related words like tasty or yummy. I'm sure I must have some in my wild world of, you know, I love to collect the words. I've got tons. I've got boxes, several boxes of words that I've harvested. So we'll be seeing some of those coming up in the store. That's no secret. I've been talking about that for about a year. I just haven't sat down and made up a few little collections, you know. Oof, I need to find that other, or a pokey tool to just work the hole a little bit. But, so yeah, so I'll include Bonnie and Clive's link that originally, I think Malia is, I haven't seen a video come through for her in a while, but she was doing one, so I'll link hers. Hers was a smaller one, and she was backing hers on some rolling paper, and I think somebody told me, and I could be wrong, but I think it might have been Janice, our lovely Janice, that she was making one on a receipt roll. So that's awesome too, because you can find those in thrift stores for pretty cheap, bags of them. And it's not a bad size if, you know, you can make belly bands out of it, or just something fun. A fun size that you can use small images like the, I chose this because I like to use up the big images. So there we go. So if I decide I don't like the words, we can come in with a couple of big, or we could put another image in here if we wanted to later on. I think we may want to break some of this up over here. Maybe we had the collage before we harvested all this new stuff. We tore out some shapes. So let me see if I can find some of that. It's going to be not near the top. So bear with me while I kind of look through here. And we might snatch out a few things that we would like to use while we're doing this. There's that granola. That could be fun. I like the eggnog. But we do have some that we've kind of pre-tore out. That'll be fun. Let's use that coming up soon. Here's something we can cover up part of those words with this a little bit of, okay, that could be something. Where did I muffin? Cupcake. I wonder if I haven't dug down far enough to get to images that are before. Oh, cookies. Cookies are always fun. Oh, that's different. Yeah. These are still out of tonight's magazine, so. I know they're in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Jackpot. We have our muffin from last night. Our bit of chocolatey stuff. The bread. Okay, these are stuff so we were using last night that we need to move on. Okay, I think that's everything that we have from last night that we want to use. So let's have a look at some of this stuff. All right. Could be a good time to put in, that's a good contrast. I think it has to go at the bottom though, because that's obviously here. Okay. Now what did I think? What if I saw something in here? Here we go. What if we just did like that? Oh, let me look at it on the cap. No, I don't like it. Okay. We'll save that for later. Now, in here could be something. Let's see. Where's that muffin at? Or the bread. The bread's got a hard edge on it, so we could put that at the top. Okay, let me, yeah, I think I like that. Okay. So let's save these over here. These are, let's just pick out something else going randomly and pull out. Oh, we also have the bottle of wine, so we need to, that's, okay. Ooh la la. How about, let's see. What do we want to do here? Somebody was asking me the other night how I choose. And I don't, yeah, I did say that the images from the magazines, I just, in the first poll that I do, just anything that looks fun, or that I know, like, you know, how I am with the creepy stuff. So anything I could use as a creepy thing or anything that is genuinely creepy, I will always take. And, but if they meant, and I didn't think about it at the time, how do I choose what's going down on the paper? The first couple of images, I just choose things that I really, really like. You know, whatever I've got, the pile of stuff. This one's all about food, but we did like a regular one that just had all manner of things. And I just pick whatever I like. And let's see if that's too much roundy stuff at one time. Or if we like that. Oh, I think I like that. No, I think that's too much roundy stuff at one time. So let's put that aside and let's choose something else. Let's see. How about, we haven't used any pizza in a while. We've got drinks. And we also have this big bowl of stuff. So let's see what we like. So for the bowl, how do we want to do this? So So we'll tear off that part. And then trying to avoid hard edges for sure. That is a personal preference though. So if you don't care, you can cut yours out into rectangles. It might make for you know, depending on your preference, it might make it easier to. Okay, let me look at that on the, oh, I like that. I like that. We need to put in something here because I don't think I want it to cover that, and it needs to fit just under the bread. So let me get rid of these pieces. Let's see what we've got for that little top area up there. Ooh, eyeball. I have an itchy eyeball. So there's all that. And a lot of you already know that. I'm just babbling now. Why am I babbling? Because that's who I am. Let's see. I need something with a top edge. Got some bread there. Some bread. No, I don't like that. Okay, I don't like any of those. Do we? None of that's appropriate. Okay, let me pull another little. I'm just reaching in kind of randomly and pulling out a few things. Oh, I want to use this egg today at some point. Oh, okay, and definitely that. We've got fish guy. Okay. I need something with a hard edge at the top. That's where I'm going with this. I've got lots of hard edges at the bottom. Oh, cookies. Cookie. No, I don't like that. Okay. Oh, what about these cookie bars? We could put a hard edge on that. Let's tear the bottom. And we will get the cutter out. Because those are stripy and fun, right? We will get the cutter out. And we will just make a straight edge where there isn't one. Problem solved. And let's see how we like that. Oops. But we'll also have, we had a little moment here. A little filler piece we can use later. Okay. So now we put our hard edge on there. Let's see if we like this. We want it to go under the bread a little bit. Oops. Okay. So got that. And that. And that. And wait, I think we want this to cut. Nope. We need it to be right there because that's where the edge is. That works for me. I think that's how we're going to do it. So we're going to start with this piece first. Let me just put a little line where that's going to go, you know. It's going to be, there we go. Because otherwise I'll make it all wrong. I got to remember to put this on its side. So we did in fact have meatloaf last night. It was delicious. Good amount of leftovers for everybody to have a little bit the second day. Mike and Els are not really leftover eaters, but everybody will usually, eat the leftover meatloaf, whether it's sandwiches or another meal with the leftover sides. I actually got to have a little mashed potatoes. That was nice. Not seeing much of Sandy these days. She's been in her room doing Sandy things. So, um, and we watched Meg 2, which was god awful. Oh my god. So many scientific implausibilities and simple impossibilities with that storyline. But they did get Jason Statham to come back. And I almost did it. You almost watched me do it right there. Just about. There we go. That's where we wanted that. And then we want this. So right about there. So we'll put the line for that. Now, where did I do the pencil? Right there. More or less. Okay. Let's get some glue on that. I really, really wish I knew where my pokey tool was. Excuse my fat arm in the picture. Let me see if I can't pry that open a little bit with this. Just feels like it's a little bit narrower than it should be. But I don't want to cut it open really wide. I may have to, though. Let's see if that works any better. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down. Okay. Nope, that did not help. Where was I? Yeah, Meg 2, awful movie. Not, but entertaining, you know. And they got most of the original cast back. It was predictable and all the things you don't want a movie to be. But I suppose if you were going to play a drinking game about it, you could certainly get fairly tipsy. Let's try and get a little closer to the edges there. Okay. Now, we are going to more or less, I think, yeah, that's the right side. That's more or less where it was. I think we can go ahead and get the bread down because the oysters will be nowhere near that. All right, so let's move these. Put that bread down. Right about there. Yeah, okay. And then the oysters will go last. Alrighty. I have to be a little bit more careful with this one because we're on other foodie pieces. And I am very bad about running the glue right off the edge of the page. I will tell you, dollar for dollar or horrible moment for horrible moment, the worst movie that I saw during my 90 however many days of, I did I did all of August, September, and October for my horror movies. I got like 111 or so movies in. Now I did count some TV shows, binge watching episodes. I rewatched Wednesday, but I counted every 2 episodes as a movie because that's about how long a movie is. So I got like 2 seasons of Supernatural watched in addition to all the movies I watched. But I'm telling you right now, if you like bad, scary movies, and this is a truly bad, I can't even say it's bad in a good way. The special effects were bad. The acting was terrible. The premise was sucky. But I was horrified into watching the thing through. Aquarium of the Dead. It's set in, I'm not sure what country, but it's a kind of an Asian themed. And so if you are a glutton for horror punishment, check out Aquarium of the Dead. I can promise you, you will not thank me for it later. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. And that's going to, I like that. I like where that's going, but we're going to also move this over a little bit now. Roll that over there. And here we go. Gluing this one down. Woo-woo, gluing. I keep looking over here like somebody's going to talk to me. This is unlisted at the moment as I'm recording. And it will go live tomorrow around 8 o'clock. Well, I'll schedule it for 8. Sometimes they put it up a little bit after that. But look for it to come at 8 on. And I'll put a note on the Facebook group to let everybody know there is a video coming out. Okay. That's the bottom side. Let's get that lined up as well as we can with the green paper edge. And let's smoosh it down. Smoosh it. Okay. Now we can move that over even a little bit more. And begin again. Okay. So I'm not quite ready for the egg timer. Let's try and get our pizza on there. So we don't want the words at the top of the page. Okay, so we're gonna, I do like these drinks too. I like these drinks a lot. But I want to cut these words off the bottom here. So let's start with that. That is a personal preference. I try not to put like magazine information and stuff like that in the collage. It's just a personal preference. You may not care. To each their own. So you're going to take some off the, of course, some off the edge. That will be fine. Okay. We don't want the hard edge. The other side is torn well enough. Do we want to do it like that, or do we want to move it over? Because we'll have a nice little filler space right here. So, what do we want to do about the pizza? Nope, I'm not going to use it right there. Okay, let's see. We do have this piece that we all really liked. Let's start by tearing the edges off it. That side already got the edges torn off. Okay. So we've got our, oh, that could be a good way to cover up those words I don't like. Okay, yeah, let's do that, and then we'll fill. Where we'll fill before, because we don't want it to overlap the fun picture. Let's see. What have we got? What have we got going on? Looking for any. Get a little bit of tea right there. That could go. We don't need more drinks. We've already got a bowl right there. But what about this? Oh, probably not the drink right there then, huh? Okay, but what if that has to go on? Oh, we do have a hard edge on this side. Okay. Okay. Do we care about covering? I don't know if we care about. I don't think that's covering up too much, so we could do that. Okay, let's glue down those pieces, and then we'll move over to the beverage that I want to put there. What did you do with your scissors, Amy? Over here. I'm going to try and cut this at a little bit of an angle. Maybe I'll get it better. It's just not. It's driving me a little batty. Give me a second here. Okay, let's see if that does anything or if I just made it worse. All right, let's see what we can do here now. Little bits of glue stuck all over me. I'm glue-rific. Come on. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. That is flowing a little bit easier. It's not quite such an obnoxious noise putting the glue on there. Now I forgot totally what I was talking about. I wonder how many things I start to say and never finish. Probably a lot. Okay. So I'm gonna have to vacuum in here tomorrow. Little glue bits, glue bookers. Okay. There we go. That should be pretty good. There's the trash pieces. And then we'll put this on. It goes this way, I think. Gluey, 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 glue. Lots of gluing. So tomorrow Els is having the first day of her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sale. It's just the $5 items. That is usually the least amount of items, and then the $1 items are the most. So she'll be going live every night for the next 5 nights before we go out door dashing. So be expecting that. She always has lots of good stuff to offer. It's, it's a fun sale, and she's doing it this year. Typically she's done it next week, the week of Thanksgiving. But, being in competition with not that her store isn't real, but with brick and mortar stores and the big online retailers. Now, I don't participate in Black Friday. I have gone out with Els to get like pajamas for grandkids and stuff, but this year, if they're going, I'm not going. It's too much for me. Okay. Did I not take the straight edge off? I didn't take this. Okay. We're going to live with that. Or it's white. It's white down there. Okay. Now, drinks. So we wanted to cover those words up with the drinks portion. So we still need something for over here. Where is that? We had a piece from yesterday with the oranges. That might work here. Let's take that and see how we like that. Because it's got a nice bottom edge. And then we don't need it to go up past right about there. Perfect. And then we'll put the drinks. And we'll still have a tiny little bit to use later. So here we go. Down with the glue. What have you guys been up to? I know I have been gone from my online presence for well over a month. And I was spotty well before that because of the DoorDashing. So, thank you guys for the welcome back. And for, coming and seeing my lives and not yelling at me for not being there. It's a thing. Okay, so we're going to pull this over a little bit. I do like how that's coming along. I think that's kind of fun. So let's roll that over some and get back to it. We could have used that too, but that's Christmassy. And there's a meme going around that every time somebody decorates in November, Santa shoots an elf. Seems a little harsh. Typically in my house, when I was growing up, when I was little, I don't really remember much. Before like 10, I don't really remember much about decorating the Christmas stuff. But from 10 forward, I think some years we did it around. Okay, yeah, we got those words covered up, and that was the goal. Around Thanksgiving weekend. Now, as I got older, we would wait until closer to Christmas Eve to do it. Then we always had live trees. Although I found out a while ago, like before my mom and I kind of had a bigger falling out, and it was all me related. Don't think my mom is an asshole. I was an asshole, and you may not want to believe it, but it's true. I did some shitty things growing up, so some shady things. Okay, so now we could probably do this pizza, I think, comfortably. No more drinks this soon. So, not the drinks so soon. What do we got here? Oh, fish. Okay. So, does that matter? That kind of has to be a middle piece. And I think I want to cut the edge of this higher up. I don't think we need all that plate and stuff. I think that's a little much. So I think we'll make the edge of this right about here. I think that'll work for our purposes. And then, of course, we're going to take off some of these edges. Pare that down a little bit. All right. So So there's that portion. And it gets blurry at the top, so I'm not worried about covering that over, but we do need to take this side edge off, don't we? Okay. The rest of it seems pretty okay. Or maybe we want to fit that under there. Do we like this on the camera? I don't think I like the fish there just yet. So let's not do that one. Let's check out something else. Look at me being all picky. Picky. Okay, we've got the bread. Do we like the bread like that? I think that's too much brown together right there, but I do like this. I am liking the pizza. Okay. Let's grab out our other few images. Let's see what we like with the rest of that. I do want to use that coming up soon. Pile of cookies. Okay. Oh, we got some nuts going on. That's a lot of brown though. We won't go for the nuts just yet. Chocolate. We've got chili that's still brown. Little basket of eggs we should use at some point. Okay. We need something nice for the middle. It goes a long ways. What is this? That's a loaf of bread now. What if we try to fit that cake in there? What if we tried to fit that cake in there? I'm throwing images everywhere. Okay. So let's tear the top edge off that. And of course the side. And this other side. Now, put the bread over there. And I think we can even take a little bit off the bottom there. I think I would want to maybe cut that out. I may have made a mistake here. But let's see if we cut that edge a little bit down from the top instead of all that blank space. Okay. Now we put the cake. Let's see where that's going to go. Right there. Now we don't want to have too much. I think that would work. Let's see if we like it on the. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think I am okay with that. I'm not completely loving that. What about the bowl of almonds? I have a little bit of space right there. Okay, back to the drawing board. We'll run into the same too much brown in one place. Okay. You're like, just place something. I'm sure you're out there going, just put a picture in. Okay. Okay, let's see if we... I think the problem is all the images are the same size. Okay. I do like the almonds right there. Maybe we're gonna go with something totally different. I don't think I like the fish next to the eggnog. Okay. Okay, let me try this again. Okay. Let's go almonds. Cake. If we take I think the edge of that needs to be under the cake. And I'm going to place it even though I'm not in love with it and see what I can do. I'll start with this piece and the almond at the top. A little thirsty. Okay. La, glue stuff. So, what else can I tell you? I may, in fact, be running out of things to say. Never was very good at small talk. As you guys know, it has been getting. I'm just going to tear that right there. I think I feel better about that. That way it's not quite so square. Okay, then let's do the almonds at the top. Go ahead and get that in. I have got to make some tags and coffee filters before I go to bed and get those laid out so that when I get up, I can take them off the rack and wash the rack. And then I need to get the next color prepped up. Okay. There we go. And pull it over just a smidge. There we go. All right, I think we got it. Give a little bit of an edge right there, though. Okay. And now let's get this piece of cake in here. And that is the way the cake goes. Okay, I have to put a little bit in because I don't want all of these edges to line up quite so neatly. It's distracting. So let me just get this glue off my fingers and we will begin that. And cool. Okay. Let's get this glued down. Okay. Get that glue right in the middle. Oh my. So we said we wanted to put it over this way so the edges don't line up quite so neatly. And I'm not too fussed about this little glue thing that happened because we're going to glue right over that anyway. So I think I'm definitely going to use that there, but let's see what else we're doing because I don't necessarily want to cover that right there. So let's see what we like. And then we would need a small strip at the bottom and something to go there. Getting a little more elaborate here with our placements. This is our last little piece of this. Maybe we could go ahead and throw that in there too. Okay, I like that. It's looking good on the screen, although let's not let the fish go over the edge there, but let's pull this over a little bit. Push it up a tad. I like where that's going. Give me a second. Let me just got a message coming in. Okay. All right. I think we're good for this second. Okay, I like where this is going. So what we need, we've got some good small stuff in here. Let's see about finding something with a nice top edge and something with a nice bottom edge. Nope, not that. I think we just need a little strip of color down there of some sort. And then we need something with definitely a top edge or a couple somethings, you know. Got some little food right there. So let's see about maybe cutting that edges down on this. And then, of course, on this side. Now, that's not going to take care of the whole little bit there, but that could be some fun cover. Okay. Let's start with that. Let's start with that little piece and see where it goes. What's going on here? Oh, such a pita. Okay. Not bad news. Nothing like that. What do I do with the, oh, I put stuff on top of the glue. Because I'm so, let's get rid of those scraps. Yeah, so that will be 2 colors so far this month. I want to get like 5 done, but I don't know with the dashing if there'll be enough time for that. I do need to get another coffee batch done though, for sure. I need some nice grungy paper. I feel like I'm running low. Okay, so we don't. Yeah, let's see about. Let's move that off there. Let's see. Let me look at that. Yeah, I'm liking that so far. Okay, so let's do those. I'm gonna make a little mark here where that's gonna go. The top of that's gonna go. Oh, I didn't make it very dark. There we go. Okay. Got wedges on the front and the back of this one. Okay. So let's get that lined up. More or less. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. Because that's not really what this kind of collaging is about. This is just about gluing and having some fun. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no rules. However you like to do it is how you should do it. You want to treat it just like it's another. I think we can get away with glue stick on this piece because it's small enough. If you want to treat it like the whole thing is a regular glue book, an ongoing, really long glue book page with your square image, with your mix of squares and rectangles and and fussy cuts, because that always looks nice, that mixture. Then do that. That's exactly fine. It's beyond fine. It's awesome. Because there's no wrong way to do this. Hard edges, torn edges, ruler cut edges. It all works. Okay, so we're going to put that right about there, I think. Because that covers up all of the... We need something for the bottom because I don't want to cover up that spoon for sure. Measuring spoons. Nope. Get a little Dunkin' Donuts coffee right there. I don't think I like that for there though. Okay, that's got a little bit of a... It's mostly under the... Hold on. Let me set this other stuff down. What if we hold this up a little bit? Take that edge off because that's like the lasagna container, you know, the baking dish. So we're going to want that to go under, of course. That's a start. And you can see that it's lasagna. Maybe I need to... What if we... Get you a little closer. I can see that it's lasagna. I don't know if you can see that it's lasagna, for, you know. But let's start with that. Let's see how it goes. I like this because there's some planning, but mostly it's just whatever occurs to you in the moment. You just flip through things and go, ooh, I want that there. You know? The color goes good, or the color contrasts well. The foods are similar, or maybe you don't want the foods to be similar. Like I said, it's all personal choice. Okay, so we need another little bit coming out this way. So let's see what we might like that to be. Let's grab another little handful out of the bucket and see what we got. What about the chocolatey? Chocolate on chocolate? No, too soon for chocolate on chocolate. I do want to use that. Maybe we put that right up there. I think that could be totally fun. She's wearing fruit in her hat. It works. Okay. What if, bear with me, what if, let's pull this over a wee bit. Okay, so we need to tear. I love this color down here, and we're not going to be able to see very much anyway. Tear off this edge. I don't want to, okay. So what if we tear off that edge? We cannot be having all them hard edges. Okay. Now, let's put this chocolate piece on here. And let's look at that in the... Oh, yeah, I like that. I do. Okay. We're doing that. We're doing this whole little... Yes. Okay. What are we doing? Okay. Come on. Sorry for the banging noise there. I think we're gonna, the other one that I have, we're gonna look into making that. I've never made an accordion book, not even a small one. So I'm gonna watch. Brooke made I think it's Brooke. Could have been Johnny. Maybe it was Johnny. One of those lovely ladies made a accordion book out of a piano roll, which was 23 feet long. Okay, so we're just gonna give it a little tiny bit of overlap there. And then we're going to grab this so we don't. Okay. Now it, strictly speaking, does not matter. I just need to make this knotty, but I don't want to tear off, a huge chunk of it. But I think I definitely want that right there. I like it, so let's go ahead and add that in. Let's add it. Let's do it. So we hope to work just long enough after Elsa's sale live tomorrow night. I believe she's starting at 5 o'clock our time, 5 or 5:15, in that range. She probably started at 5 and, wait for people to come in and then get going about 5:15. She says it's going to take an hour or less because it's the $5 items. There won't be a whole bunch. And then the next day, Thursday, will be the $4 day, and then Friday will be the $3 day, Saturday being the $2 day, and Sunday being the, did I miss a whole section right in here? I sure did. The $1 day. And the $1 bins have been around the longest. She's been putting stuff in them since we got back from the scavenger. I think even a few brand new scavenger items went in there. She bought them with the intention of using them for her 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sale. So that should be done between 5:30 and 6. Thursday, sorry. And then we will run out and DoorDash our little hearts out. We can make that a little higher if we want to. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're losing stuff off the edge. Can't be having them shenanigans. But we can't. So I want to cut off these words. So we're going to suddenly make that smaller. And that is okay. So let's do it like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that is okay. And hopefully just make enough for this week, you know, for the bulk of the gas. We always have to gas up at the end of the week because, you know, every night there's a few runs that are 9 or 11, or one time we had a 17. You can't refuse every long distance order. Every time you refuse an order, it costs you a point in their little point system. And if you get down into the 80s, get down below 80, you start getting, less desirable offers. But if you get low down in the 80s, you can temporarily lose your status. That gets some issues going on. And you wind up getting, all the shitty $2 runs, I think is what happens. And we've taken a few of those. We don't always, you can't really cherry pick. You get what you get. So we can't always refuse. We're riding the low 90s right now, so that's a thing. Here we go. Let's tear that off. I'm thinking we might fill this in here. Do we like that? Do we like that? No, we don't like that. I don't like it. I don't want it there. So let's just threw something on the floor. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Now we still got this bread. But the bread really goes this way, so we need to take this hard edge off and just use it in the middle because that's the right orientation. That is a bread. Slice off a loaf of bread. Okay. And I think that is a total color change. What do we have over here? We do have our little, I don't know if I want to, let's tear it down. Eggs in there. I'm going to tear a little bit of this off. I don't want that to get into her face. Okay, so that would cover the area over there. And we can, that's gonna not quite do what we need it to do. Okay, so that's not gonna work right there. What else do we have? Fish guys, squashes. We got squashes. This may be the time to use the squashes. Cookies. Okay, let me look at if I like this. You may want to tear that little bit of words off right there. So right in there, right there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's fun. That is definitely fun. But we need something, so we got to move this over. We're starting to kick some things off the edge here. Okay. Let's see about this. Okay, so we need something for back in there that's kind of big scale. Not real defined. So let me grab this pile of images. Into my hands you go. Let's see what we think we need for that area over there. We need a pie. Would a pie look good in there? Okay, that might go under. Let's see. That's an option for under. What else? What else do we have? We have the muffin that might fit right in there. Let's try the muffin. Over there. We'd have to, so maybe we'll try the washer and dryer over there. Cutting a hard edge on the top of that. Okay, no, I don't like that. That is no bueno for me. What about that in the background? Let's think about that. Oof, or no. I want to definitely have that be visible. Stack of cookies. Let's see. Come on. Let's put together now. Got a turkey maybe? And a couple of wine glass. Okay, so we've got enough stuff that we could try a couple of things. So I do like to celebrate with sparkle, so let's pull that off there without ruining it. And I think this is going to be our last little bit. How long is this video gone? About an hour 12, so we'll be at an hour and a half. That is probably about what I would do on a Wednesday night. Okay, so we might even just put that on there somewhere. Okay, so let's tear this down. And we might use that for background somewhere, you know, because I think that could be. And then tear off this side here. But I don't want any white, so we're going to tear a little bit more of that. I love how that says advertisement. Go ahead and cut a little bit. Just going to trim that right off there. To take the white band of the word advertisement off there. Okay. Okay. Now, we had all these choices. So let's start by putting this down. Okay. Oh, right there. We need to take this right off. So let's do that. But we'll keep that little bit. Just, we might use that somewhere as a filler, you know. We've got our egg right there. And then we have all these choices. Okay. Do you want a little bit of this under there? So we would trim it down so it will just be, okay. Or do we like the pie for right here? Let's go ahead and trim some of this down. Now this one would need a hard edge at the top, because although that looks like it is not. That's torn right there. It's very uneven. Okay. I think this piece, now that I ripped it down some, may be too small for the space. It may not go down far enough. And or over. So we need these two. Okay. I really don't want. Okay, so that one's definitely not going to work. Okay, that's out for the moment. The egg goes there. Now I think, well, first I want to keep that blue piece there, so because it's different from the whole rest of it. I want to make sure that stays intact. So we just want to get the tiniest bit off that edge. So what if we, that is her. So we don't want, actually that might be okay. We go like that. Okay, let's pull this off here. So right there, we'll have a little bit of overlap. Right there. Squashes, egg. Squashes, egg. Egg has to go. Okay, squashes need to come over a little bit. Is that how I wanted it? And then we have our cookies that go. Okay. I don't think this piece is going to work, but I'm going to try it. Well, that's very crooked. I'm just making a big mess here. Making a big old mess. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to be big enough. Okay. Now let's try this. All right. Move this over a little bit. Move that over a little bit. We can't really move that over anymore because we don't want to cover up her. But we can swap how that goes. Now I think that's working, but it's covering up a little bit more of that. And then I think I could live with the cookies right there. Washing machines look like eyeballs, don't they? Looks like a very serious monster face. There's something, okay. So, all right, I think I have more or less what I need to do. Let's start by nailing this down. And this is going to be our last section because we're going over pretty far to the left. Top goes there. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and trim that just a smidge. And I think we want it just like that. I think I will be happy with that. Let's do it. Okay, so yeah, so we'll go out and hopefully pull in that gas money. Gas is just so, everywhere else it's like 3 something. Here it is like about $5.50 a gallon. Costs us about, when we're dashing, about between $50 and $55 for a tank right now. Okay, so I've got the wine. We're gonna futz around with these again. I just don't want to cover up the stem on the second one. That work? Yes, I think it will. Okay, let's move these and pull this down just a little bit as we're going. That's going to be the last thing put on there, these two. So let's go ahead and just put this right here. Okay. And we're using not quite 2 tanks, but more than a tank. So I would say gas is running us $80 or $90 a week. Although this past week, Mike, not intentionally, but through happenstance, paid for our gas. So we didn't have any gas expenses this past week. But that is not normally the case, nor should it be. It's not Mike's job to fill up our gas tank to dash. Okay, let me get some glue stick down here at the bottom for those fussy little bits. Oh, missed corner still. Okay, that looks pretty good otherwise. Still trying to get that piece of toast. We were maybe going to put it there, right? We'll see. Cookies. We'll maybe tear off a little bit more of that. That's as far over as that can really go, because that's the edge of the, you're going to get a gap otherwise. Let's see. Angle the egg. Maybe cut off some of this corner here that's okay. Yeah, I think just like that, and that will be okay. All right, let's make this happen. I'm really liking the, and I'm going to pull this over and make some more green space here so that I don't have to glue on the other images. The back side of this is instructions on how to dip strawberries and spoons into chocolate. You can find a lot of this online now, though, but I love magazines. And I'll be sad when they die as an actual thing. Coming up, if we continue, where there's some doubt as to whether we're going to continue to DoorDash. Because last week, we made good money, but what went into the pockets was something totally different. And I can't really account for where it went. So I'm not saying Else did anything nefarious. I just seem to be at a bit of a loss for, hopefully this is right. I have gotten this on here so that we don't. Just seems like for the amount of money we made, we should have had more money in our pockets. And I know I didn't miscalculate because I went back and I re-added it. Although I will admit, Else can be a bit of a spendthrift if there's money on the card. She'll tend to stop in and go buy groceries and stuff like that we don't necessarily need, but work with our diet or whatever she's in the mood for that day. So, but I don't want to invest 4 to 6 hours every night for that small of a payout, honestly. I'd rather do it 2 nights a week and have that pay for our groceries and gas, The whole point of doing it this much is to put some spending money in our pockets for things that we want into, in between dashes. Like I need to buy a new computer. I need new shoes. Else has goals of her own for things that she needs for her business. And, just personal, frivolous ones that So we're going to be discussing that, I think. We touched on it a little bit tonight. I love the door dashing for the experience. It's awesome. But I also like the money. We shall see. Because I can say unequivocally it has been and continues to be a constant source of amusement despite the various frustrations. The fun part outweighs the tedious part is what I think I'm getting at, rolling up some of this down here so that it doesn't. There we go. Okay, I think we've reached a good stopping point. I like it to be even if I can, but this will work. And I think I'm pretty happy with how that looks. So we'll roll it back. We got quite a bit done. Here, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. This was all done tonight. I think that this is the end here. But this is from the other night. So that is where we got to. Now I'm going to unroll it so it can finish drying. Do we need to add anything in now? Do we need... anything in particular? I think we're good. I did see a loose part though. Hold please while we glue that down. A little lift right here. So I would hate to see us have to quit because it has been fun. And, you know, money is good. Money is awesome. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. I think it's got enough variety, but not too much. And I really like the way how kind of this washer dryer here kind of looks like a very serious, almost a little sad little face, like a robot or a little monster. That's kind of fun. I like the way that complements the rest of it, and it's still tangibly related to the food. You get food on your clothes, you wash your clothes, right? Washing machines are often found near the kitchen, but not in it. Usually, I'm not saying never. If you have one of the stack of ones, I have seen apartments where there's like a little cubby where they put the little stacky ones. So, but I think it works overall with the food theme. Love the little egg-shaped egg timer. I got this. That's totally fun. I hope you guys had some fun tonight. And that you maybe you Rollatini'd along. So in the comments before I post this, or not in the comments, but in the description box, you know, in the thing down there, I will put the link for Bonnie over at Bonnie and Clive's original collage roll that she did. I will also see if I can't find Malia's link. And I don't know anybody else that's doing videos that's doing one. I'm sure there are people out there doing various collage rolls because it's very fun. I was completely inspired to do my version of, you know, from Bonnie and Clive. So I am super glad that I found her channel, and it has passed many fine hours in an entertaining way. It's a way to art a little bit and not have to think terribly hard about it. Because, you know, it is what it is. All right, so that is everything for tonight. I will see you guys. If I don't get some videos in, or I'm going to try and come on Friday, but, you know, Elle's is doing her sale. So I don't think I will be able to this week. So maybe you'll see some videos instead. I have probably a few other, probably won't Foodatini again. I don't want to Foodatini you out. Els and I are talking a little bit about possibly doing some lives together on Monday with once a month a special theme that I think you guys will like. And I'll be Rollatini on Mondays. Monday's going to be my new Rollatini day. I don't know why I'm rolling this up because I'm probably going to unroll it again. But you can see it starts to add up fast. Now, obviously, the whole thing isn't the Rollatini, but everything that's not tightly wrapped is the current Rollatini. I did get the tube out of the other roll, so now I can, actually, maybe I'll do that while I'm wrapping up with you. So, I don't know if it'll be starting this coming Monday, but coming on Mondays, give me a shout out in the comments if you like the idea of Els and I doing a little bit together, alive. I don't know if she'll craft or not. She has a hard time crafting for no reason, and probably doesn't want to work on her normal morning live project again in the evening. You know, sometimes you want a little. This is also a good time to find loose edges. So she'll probably be talking and relating, you know, tidbits and telling stories. You'll have our banter. I think we have pretty good banter. That insulting kind of sisterly, sarcastic sort of stuff. But yeah, so we're considering that as a Monday thing. Around 5. So it won't be too risque, you know, because we're on at a normal time. You can go anywhere from 1 to 3 hours, you know, depending on how we feel on Monday. And we don't want to take it too late because it is a Monday. And people got to work the next day, especially those, you know, East Coasters who are, you know, 8 o'clock our time is 11 o'clock their time. So, you know, everybody's got to get some rest. All right. Just trying to pick up anything that I see being really, really loose. When you start to roll it up, you start to find all the bits you didn't catch. But I'll tell you, even when we were trimming up that last one into pages, that very first one, we're still gluing stuff down as we were trimming. And okay, I don't ever roll it too tight. So there's the end. Yay, we found the end. Now we can store it. I don't ever roll it too tight because that's still drying in there. But there we go. Now we've got it going on. Look at it. Look at there's the washer dryer. Here's a couple of pieces that I really am just getting a kick out of. Let me put the rest of this paper back in the bin, and then I'll leave it here for a second. Well, now we'll do this. See, let's pull that in back tight. There, give you a little something to look at. All right. See, we're near the end. Yay. Okay, so all the stuff is back in the bin. Yay me. So I think that's everything. Let me know in the comments if you like the idea of me and Els doing some lives together on Mondays. So for the time being, while we're dashing and figuring out the dash thing, I will be live Saturday, Sunday at 12:15, and Monday, Tuesday at between 5 and 5:30. And Wednesday is going to be an iffy thing. If I can get on, I will. If I can't, I will do a video like this of something, not necessarily fooditini, because how much fooditini can you really do in your life, you know? You get sick of it for sure. And that's all I've got for tonight. I will see you on Saturday because of the sale. Regardless of what Els is doing with her sale, because I've already told you guys 12, 15, 2 nights in a row. Even if she's having her sale, I'm going to go live because I do a lot of working around and I'm tired of saying one thing and having to do another. That sounds really bitchy, but you know, I mean it in good spirits. Um, Not everybody wants to go to a sale, and I'm not being, but Saturdays are serial killer, and we do work on Saturday. So if I don't get it in at 12:15, I'm not going to get it in at all, because we leave on Saturdays. We tend to leave between 4 and 5:30. Um, so 12:15 for me really seems like the best time. So I will see you guys on Saturday, if not before. And I will try and do a live early every Friday before we go out dashing, starting at 3:30 or 4, going forward. But that's not guaranteed. That's going to depend on errands and what time I got up and, all the things. Uh, but I will try as often as I can to do at least a small fry, yay. So, however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys bring me a lot of joy, and I hope I give a little bit back. Um, until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bye, 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 bye. The end. Bright blessings, hugs, and hisses to you all.